back to the channel. Happy New Year, first and foremost. I hope this year is more prosperous and fulfilling, and that everything you hope to achieve or attain, or whatever it might be, that you are hoping for most of this year, I hope that that happens for you. We're going to sort of start off the year by doing a little reflection. That reflection is obviously resolutions. I've got my new resolutions written out. I bought myself a routine journal. I've got some new ones in that. I'm going to keep my resolutions private this year, I think. I'm not going to do the resolution check, at least as far as this is concerned, on YouTube. I will have some resolutions though, that we're able to do together, just to help keep each other accountable and motivated throughout this coming year. But first and foremost, let's look at last year's. So I had, as I do most years, 5. The routine and the R64 3 specific ones. So yeah, but we're going to have a look at what I succeeded in, what I didn't succeed in, because I didn't get them all done. I did not get them all done. And I mean, we can thank Miss Rona for that, for the most part. And that's both for good things and for bad things. But okay, so the first one was relationships, and that one was to spend more time with friends and family. And obviously, I spent less time with friends, but more time with family because of quarantine. So that's plus minus of that particular one. Although I did make new friends, and especially towards the end of the year, did sort of get to spend a fair bit of time with them, as the state that I'm in started to open up a little bit more. I was able to go and visit some friends again, catch up with some friends. I had some friends move, and when they were going up to sort of have a look at houses and stuff, they did sort of stop in, and I was able to see them. So I did kind of spend more time with friends. Like, I saw more of like my older, sort of like much more long-term friends than I had sort of the year before. So I'm going to count that as a win. My career one was to, if I could, complete my photography studies, and I didn't. I don't know if it was just because of all the stress that COVID had sort of put out into the world or what, but yeah, it's a difficult one. My photography course was online, and I had to sort of pay for it month by month, which isn't an issue, unless that year happens to be during a global pandemic. You still technically have access to the course, so they're not going to shut it down, but I also didn't then have access to jobs to earn money to be able to pay for said course, which is an issue, because everything else closed down. So it wasn't a motivation thing entirely, and for being completely honest, was probably a little bit too perfectionist on my photos. So we didn't get that one done, but we're switching that one up this year. We're not going to be focusing on that particularly this year, as far as career is concerned. I've got something else in the pipeline. Hopefully it works out the way I want it to. For my fitness and well-being. My fitness one was to do at least 2 workouts a week, and for the most part, that worked. The idea basically was to try and do one sort of midweek, on like a Wednesday or something, and then on the Saturdays, this was at the beginning of 2020, and then on the Saturdays I'd do the park run, and that would be my 2 workouts, and then park run shut because of COVID, and they stopped putting those events on for obvious reasons, and yeah, then without being able to go to the gym with my friend that I would normally go with, and all that sort of stuff, I lost a bit of motivation there for that one. I did still somehow manage to maintain my fitness level, but it wasn't by doing 2 workouts a week. So that's a fail. Really, I didn't do what the thing says I was going to try to do. I think I'm gonna just roll that one over and do that this week, this year, because hopefully the world stays open this year. I know there's vaccines and stuff coming out for COVID, so hopefully that's not as much of an issue anymore, and we can sort of move forward, and I'll actually be able to do that. I am, because of what happened last year, I am going to try and get a personal trainer this year, I think, and focus more on the fitness program that I got myself, the workout program that I got myself the year before. So we'll see how that goes. Well-being was to try a new hobby or find a different hobby each month, try and keep things interesting. COVID helped with this one because it was like, what are we going to do this month that we haven't done yet to maintain our sanity? And so obviously, right off the bat, movies, video games, reading, puzzles, there's at least 4 there. There was some of the other things I did. There was a bit there where the state had started to open back up a little bit, so we were able to sort of go, like me and some friends were able to go to like the zoo in Port Macquarie. There's a maze there as well. I went to Coffs Harbour Butterfly House and the Big Banana with another friend. There was a bit of stuff to be able to do. So I did a bit of travelling when I was allowed to. Didn't travel if I wasn't allowed to. Most of the jobs that I normally get are in retail. Really can't be working in retail if you've got COVID, so my pay kind of depended on me not getting sick, so I wasn't about to jeopardise that by travelling when it was irresponsible to do so. But yeah, I don't think I tried like any other hobbies that were sort of on my list of like, this would be interesting to have a go at. So I did technically do the different side of things, but I didn't necessarily do the new side of things, and I think that was mainly the bit that I probably should have focused on, and I didn't do that. So we'll go with a fail there. I kept my sanity for the most part, but I didn't actually fully follow what the resolution was. And the finances one, I did it. Finances has always been sort of I'm not so great at saving part. So to be able to say that I actually finished the year having succeeded at my financial resolution is really good. Feels really good. Resolution was to put $50 away a week. Technically speaking, didn't do that. However, if we add that up over the 52 weeks, that's 2,600 by the end of the year, and I did that. I was able to put that into a savings account, and that means that I'm halfway towards being able to buy a proper film camera to make films with, rather than like YouTube videos. Because being able to do that, I can then put short films up here, I can then enter them into film festivals, and I can start building my portfolio so I can apply to go to the Australian Film, Television, Radio School, which I wanted to do for... I mean, if I went when I originally was like, I want to do this, I probably would have graduated by now, for being completely honest. But finances has sort of always been the thing that's been in the way. So, yeah, that one feels really good. Cool, so let's set some 2021 resolutions. Alright, for relationships. Oh, select that one, thank you. For relationships, what am I going to do for that one? You know what? Let's set one that we're not going to hold in such high esteem, but let's make a new friend. That's expanding the circle. Expand the circle. Push yourselves out of your comfort zone a little bit in social situations. Let's make a new friend. Because I did that last year. I didn't set out to do that, but I did that. Maybe if I set out to make a new friend this year, I'll inadvertently end up spending more time with the friends I currently have, hoping to meet new people through them, and then I'll unwittingly do last year's resolution. Reverse psychology this. It's good. Career. This one I'm happy to share from my book, building my portfolio. So basically, I'm going to try and make some short films throughout the year. I'm going to try and writing down the PT one that I said for fitness. I'm going to try and make some short films this year to put in my portfolio. Some I'll post here so you can see them. Others I'm going to keep to myself and enter them in film festivals and stuff. So I can like start getting my name out there. That way, the people at AFTRS can be like, oh yeah, no, we saw one of your films at this festival, and then they can sort of have that reference point in addition to what my application ends up being as well. So that's sort of high on the priority list. Like I said, fitness, let's get a PT. Well-being. Well, I would improve my mental health basically. And that's a subject for another video, but we sort of came to a very decisive crossroads in regards to my mental health last year. Lots of stress for everybody, but I don't know, I was just feeling it a bit different from normal sort of thing. I actually don't know notes to keep in our journal. Mental health diet. Cool. And what say we up the stakes this year, and instead of 50k, 50 bucks a week, we do 100. If I can add another 5 grand to my bank this year, we'll be sitting pretty. So those are the 5 for this year that we will be checking in with. I'm going to try and make a new friend. Going to try and build my film portfolio. I'm going to try and get a PT, and therefore actually have to be, with like appointments, and I can't miss an appointment. Still got to pay for it either way. So that should help me to that one. Keeping a mental health diary. I'll walk you through how I use this, how it gets used in another video, without showing you a page that's already been filled in, obviously. And then, yeah, $100 a week, 5,200. An extra 5,200 by the end of the year. With my job at the moment, that's pretty plausible. But we're gonna just sort of set that as the benchmark. If we can beat that, amazing. But we're only gonna hold ourselves to just doubling what we did last year. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys did really well on your resolutions. I know most people sort of fizzle out by about February on their resolutions. I hope my resolutions videos last year, I know I sort of fell off the wagon uploading in the last couple of months there. That was really when everything sort of started coming to a head with everything for me. But I hope in that, at least that first 6 to 7 months, I hope that really did help you guys sort of keep on track. And then, yeah, I hope you made some progress with those. Even if you didn't fully complete them the way you intended, reaching the same endpoint by a different journey is still a testament to your will to make that particular thing happen. So you should feel proud of yourself if you did. If you didn't, it's okay. You just need to sort of have a reflect on it. Maybe you set your expectations a little too high. Bring it back a bit. Take it a little bit easier on yourself. I definitely think last year showed us that we need to be easier on our expectations of things sometimes, because you never really know what's going to happen. And I hope you guys have set yourselves some nice little challenges this year to better yourself, because that's what this is all about, making better versions of ourselves. So yeah, let me know what your resolutions are in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and bell, ring that one if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up, and until next time guys, keep your head screwed on.